Hello everyone, I'm Rex and welcome back to another Train Small 6 video. Today I'm on the West Coast Main Line Overshap route and we're going to be driving a Class 31 to Upperby TMD under the service 5 Mike 89 Carlisle to Upperby TMD. Without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay, so we are now in the Class 31. I've not been in this one for a while, to be fair, so let's get this on. Let's do that. Make sure there's nothing else we need to do. Yes, there is. Route indicator lights. These are the tail lights. Engine room light, cab light, we don't need that. Air brake on goods. No, we need to be on air brake passenger. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay. Let's set this Class 31 accordingly. Instrument lights on. Put that on. Okay. Let's take this completely off as well. And let's see what coaches we are hauling today. Oh, that is pretty loud. So we are 31131 and we are hauling 2 Mark 2s with passengers on. Okay. And Mark 1 guard coaches. Not too bad. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go like that. And hopefully the brakes release completely. Yes, they do. Okay. Let's put the reverser into forward first, though, Rex. And let's get going. I don't think there's anything else I need to do. Obviously, that's just for depot movement. We're going to be going through this now, which I believe is like a wash, train wash. I don't think you can actually turn the sun on this route. There are 47s everywhere here. So let's see what we got. We have Ben Line 47457. We have 08912. Over on the other side where it's really loud, hopefully you can still hear me, 08402. We have 47543 and 47523. We then have 08768, 08826, and last but certainly not least, 08768. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. We were just overspeeding a tiny bit there. Oh, and we also have a 101 over here, which is E52332 and E53177. Not too bad at all. So, we will be going to signal Charlie Echo 437. Then we'll be stopping at Upperby Up Goods. We'll be waiting for a moment, then we'll be going to Upperby Depot siding 3. We'll uncouple 4 vehicles, wait for a moment, then stop at Upperby Up Goods, and then wait for a moment, and then that is the service done. So, currently moving up to Charlie Echo 437. I should have really checked if the points were set correctly as well. Mind you, like, they probably wouldn't let me through if the points weren't set correctly. Which I think they are. I hope they are. It should be anyways. And just like briefly tell that they might be on this. You can always just check. Yes, they are. Alright then. So I reckon signal Charlie Echo 437 is the one on our distance meter, which is red. So we can expect it to be approach control. Put our camera angles in. Now I'm just wondering if these Mark 1s are the Northern Transpennine stock. Or maybe they might be from Overshap. Perhaps. I think the Mark 2s for me scream Northern Transpennine as well. Unless they are Blackpool Branches variants. Which, it's possible. But I realised I hadn't done a video up here for a while. And I wanted to revisit Carlisle Kingmoor Yard because there's quite a few services you can do around here as well. I'm also not trying to do passenger services all the time. I'm trying to explore some freight avenues as well. Now, I'm not going to go crazily fast, because obviously we do have a red at Charlie Echo 437. But I mean, this part of the route is really nice. Got a large river that goes through here, which I certainly do like. I've got to tell you, we've got a really sunny and gorgeous afternoon. Well, evening, because it's like 7 o'clock on this. So it's not too bad, to be fair. We do have working blinds. They sort of like roll down into like these little hooks there that hold them in place. And it sort of goes like that. So there's like several faces you can put them at depending on where the sun is, which I quite like. Obviously AWS Sunflower is here. Now the max speed for this is 90, as you can tell there. Oh, that's just told me that that signal is now green, so that is good. We can step up the speed a little bit. We obviously have this here as well. All of that down here tell us that the engine wheel alarm is there. I don't think these are... Oh, whoa, you got a foot warmer. That's cool. Didn't think that was operable, but hey ho. Got some sander down there as well. Your DSD pedal as well. Gotta go 20 through here. And I believe that's about it. You can adjust the height of your seat on these as well, so worth pointing out. There is a DSD holdover release button there. It's a horn on this side as well. You've got some wipers as well. Trying to... Oh, there we go, there's our wiper. And I guess that's pretty much it, really. You obviously can't use the track clamps. You've got to toggle them as well if you want. And yeah, that's pretty much it. We're now moving on to the West Coast Main Line, just for a brief bit as we go into Carlisle Upperby Upgoods. I think we're going to be going straight through Carlisle as well. Yeah, we're not stopping in Carlisle. We're going all the way down to about here. So build up some speed. Oh, it's a Class 87. And that is Harlow the Wind with some intercity and yeah, intercity carriages. Oh, and that's Creators Club livery. And another one. That will just take off the power here. Let gravity do its job. Looks like we're just going to go straight through platform 4 today in Carlisle. Of course, when Just Trains releases their Carlisle to Whitehaven route, can't wait to be doing services on that. You know, running trains out of Carlisle to go right instead of straight down, you know, it's going to be interesting. And I hope the scenario plan is going to be well kitted out as well. You can have a little bit of issue with the brakes on the 31, but it's still good to run. And still quite fun to drive as well on the game, so do not worry about it. I think what we're going to do now is we're going to stop the train briefly using photo mode at the end of the platform here, and we're going to snap a lovely picture. Oh, hang on a minute, can we get that 47 in the background as well? That would be really nice. It's a nice little screenshot that basically tells the viewer where we are, what we're doing, you know, type of thing, what train we're in. That'll do us just perfectly. We'll just continue down the line as so. Now in the south section of Carlisle. That's just the AWS Sunflower letting us know. Got a Class 08 sat there waiting. Don't know what it's waiting for. Probably our service to start moving. If so, it'll probably give 1, 2 or maybe 2 and then get a move on. Class 08 808, not too bad. Nope, certainly wasn't waiting for us, fair enough. Now we're looking over here, which actually does have a platform on that side, but it's mostly used for goods. As you can see, they're storing quite a few things there as well. So you'd either only ever see this on approach or leaving Carlisle if you're driving an 87 or an 86. You wouldn't actually normally see this unless you drive certain services like that, or unless you're just particularly looking over there for this. You know what I mean? And everybody plays the game differently. I like to do sort of like these kind of services. Okay, so we have a proceed as signals indicate. So we are allowed to go through there as this is a depot move. So let's go. There we go, the brakes have fully recharged, that's good. And that's basically as fast as we can go. Any more than 50 miles per hour and that's not really great. We do have another shunter over there as well. As you'll find with these BR routes, where there's a depot, there's a Class 08 shunter. Even nowadays, you know, you'll sometimes still see them. Giving you some class 31 thrash there. Sure you guys would appreciate that as well. Let's just make sure that everything's set up well. Yeah, don't need to worry about points and stuff. Loud horn as well, which is good. Just letting people know around the area that a train is coming in. We also have this bridge that goes over the track as well, which you can't really access it, but looks really cool. Oh, and a single 47 movement. That's interesting. Actually, let's just real quickly find out what that service is. So that service was 0 Victor 62, high warp incidence to Ladywell. Or high warp incidence, whichever one is the more right way of saying it. So yeah, if you wanted to try that 47 service yourself, yeah, that's the one it is. Interesting as well, because obviously if it's a 0 to like local move. Okay, so this is where we need to park the brakes of our class 31. Try and get perfect score on this as much as we can. And that will do it. So we're going to wait for a moment now, and our next one would be to Upperby Depot side in 3. So we'll probably have to reverse the loco. Let's have a look. Yeah, it looks it. That's looking fine, that's looking fine. Long as it's taken us where we need to go, apart from maybe that one which we do need to switch, then we're good. Okay, start the reverse. Okay, this could really use with some of that. This will help remove any air brake pipe residue. Okay, maybe not. Okay. So I'll now take this off. And then I'll fully release that, and that should bring it all the way down to 0. There we go. Hopefully that helps you guys if you're driving the class 31. Of course, as we're going into Upperby Depot side in 3, we're going to be going in at around about 10 mile per hour. So we can't go too fast, otherwise we'll be in trouble with the depot manager at Upperby. We don't want that. We also have to remember this is downhill as well. We'll actually change to the locomotive brake for this one. Make sure that actually goes back down to 0, in which it has. I'll change to the locomotive brake because that's more reliable. Okay, so we've got a red. Denied, no route available. Why is this? Just messing with the switches. Just making sure that it's nothing to do with that. We really shouldn't have that problem though. So let's just carry on and see what happens. If it ends up in a spad, then it ends up in a spad. It shouldn't do though. We should be okay. Okay. Got to do the same thing again. It's kind of a difficult procedure, but not every day is smooth running with a locomotive, as you can well imagine. That'll go down just like that. Lovely. So let's try that again, shall we? There we go, we're moving smoothly now. Yeah, well, that red signal has disappeared now, so it clearly wasn't for us, and that's a good thing. Right, we'll gently come in to where we need to be stationed, which is all the way over there. Does the overhead line disappear from here? Yeah, it kinda does. Just being careful with this procedure, of course. Using the loco brake really does help as well. So the class 08 over here is 08709. There is some Mark 3As as well here. Oh, and I'm pretty sure that's a Crates Club livery as well. Proper suits that as well, that looks nice. I'm just going to gently, ever so gently, move in. And just ever so gently get it stopping right where the buffers are, as best as we possibly can. It won't be perfect, but it'll do if it's near enough close. So hopefully we'll get that straight in. And that was a good move there. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take that off now. Put full train brakes on. Put that on as well. And then we're now going to uncouple 4 vehicles, so I'm going to uncouple from here. Get back in the cab of the Class 31. And we're just going to wait for our next order, which will be to return to here with no issues. Because we'd already set the track, we don't need to worry about it being changed, so we can just continue as normal. So let's, nope, not that one. Let's take this one off first. Let that do what it needs to do. Help if we activate the panel as well. And let's take this one off. This should take all the brake off now. And leave no brake in the pipe. And we can start moving. There we go. We should now be separated from that train. Just a quick little glance. There we go. We are separated from it. All right, let's get it going then. That's M5326 as well, so that's cool. Oh, and the sun is just lovely. Got the glare on the window as well, which is awesome. And this is basically what one of these services is like. And if you're into things like this, then it's definitely a good idea picking up this route. Obviously, the Class 31 comes as a separate local DLC for the Tees Valley line, and it is recommended that you add Tees Valley line for this to work as well. So keeping that in mind, we've got a good local DLC on a good route like this. Oh, and of course, here's an 87 pulling some Freightliner stuff. And that one is the Black Prince. And that will do. There's a very harsh brake in there, I must say. Turn that off. Turn that off and turn these on. Turn that off and turn that off. Take that off now because we don't need that. And that's pretty much us sorted. Okay, so we were reduced no AP for speeding. Our stop accuracies were pretty good as well. And our accuracy bonus was 638 AP. We did get a platinum medal and a total of 3028 AP. Marvellous. Okay, so that is going to be it for today's video. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy, please do make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. We are trying to reach 1,000 subscribers. Leave a like and I will see you all in the next video. But until then, see you all later.